Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this replay is a little unusual because we won't have a results table to look at the end. But what I can tell you is that the name of the player is Tanker 1200, and this was a replay that took place early in 2017. I think it may have been in the first few months of the year. And he's in the FIFI, the 105 leFH18B2, and this is a good replay because it was somebody's first Radleys and their first Kolobanov. So Tanker 1200 has started near the spawn point, and it is an encounter battle, and the rest of his team is spreading out. And he's looking for targets in the cap. He's expecting the enemy to get to the cap, and he wants to lay fire down on it. Now, he's not worried too much about the enemy in the forest because there are some defenders over there to prevent them coming through. Right, there's the Panzer 38 NA. Rounds out. Kill shot. 178 hit points. Now I should actually remark that this replay is from 19.17.1 or 9.17.1, which means it's pre 9.18, so it's pre the changes. And there's a one shot there on a T67. That's 2 kills. So you may see a little difference in the way that Arty responds, and that you may see a few more one-shots as a result. Okay, now not using his right hand mouse button to line up on his targets, but it's a T-34 in the forest there. He fires around clutch, but it hits the ground. Okay, that T-34 is headed in this direction. He loses sight of it, but he fires around in anyway. Now this is using one of the old battle assistants, not the wargaming version. Okay, there's the T-34. Lining up shot, round out. Kill shot! And there was a nice sizzle from that explosion as it went off. 26 hit points. Another thing is you won't see any stun because this is prior to the stun mechanic being introduced. So what you will see is a very big explosion if you hit the target. Okay, now there was until the 4 there, and yes, he hit him. He did get him, and you can see him again, almost ready to shoot. Round out. No, that was a little too late. He didn't give enough lead. He's not going to be able to fire before it goes through the houses. No, that was a wasted shot. Now again, not using, he's scrolling in the aim, not using right hand mouse button. Okay, strip 40ml. Oh, and it was killed before his shot arrived. Always a good idea to go for the Stugs because they are very difficult and dangerous opponents. And that one landed where the Stug was. He may lose sight of the Stug now. Hopefully he could get it beforehand. It's in the dip, so nobody's going to be spotting it. Yep, he has lost it. And that round hit it. He did get the Stug there, but he can see the KV-1, so he can fire at that one. Rounds out. It landed behind. It did do some damage. Okay, there's the Stug. You can see it now. Lines up the shots. Rounds out. Oh, so unfair. It landed just to one side, but that's not a problem. Oh no, but that is the T-67 was taken out, and he's about to go for the KV-1. No, it hits the ground just ahead of him. It's just him and an 82 now. Rounds out, and he did hit the KV-1, but there are 2 in the cap, and they've stopped capping. I think they're on no cap kill all now. So best to hold on to your ammo. T-67. Okay. There he is. Right, he's only on very low hit points. It's only 5 hit points. There are 6 enemy left. The 82 is in amongst the houses. Now, the opponents he's up against are all tier 5. KV1, Matilda, T67, Grilla, SU5, and an M3 Stuart. So 2 Arty, 1 tank destroyer, 1 medium, 1 light, and 1 heavy. Okay, now he's in a little dip here, which actually does provide him some protection. But there's the KV1. Okay, he's manually aiming at the KV1. He's only got 9 hit points left. He fires. And he gets him! 9 hit points. Takes him out. There's the Matilda. It's manually aiming. Still got a lot of hit points. He gets a hit. Always received a hit from the Matilda. But he's lost his teammates. And he kills the Matilda 4 just after his teammate. So it was a 5 versus 1. He fires at the T67 and he takes him out too. He's received a hit from the SU5. He's going after the M3 next. He's coming up. He misses the first shotgun. Goes into the dip. Keeps moving to avoid counter battery. And he shotguns the M3. So there's 2 enemy left now. The SU5 and the Gorilla. And we know one of them's capping. Okay, he's headed towards the cap. Rounds landing behind him. Obviously the enemy haven't got a good bead on him. And I suspect the SU5 that's firing is not firing with the 152mm howitzer. I suspect he's actually firing with one of the lower guns because those rounds were coming in a lot quicker with less force. Okay, looks like he's extending the aim to shoot. He's staying on the move. There's plenty of time for him to get to the cap. He is a long way away from the cap, but it should be okay. Needs to avoid knocking trees down though. That tells the enemy where you are. Okay, he's got plenty of time. 1 minute, 21 seconds. There's one in the cap. Now I suspect the one in the cap is probably the SU5 rather than the Gorilla. Right, he'll turn that corner and then we should be able to see him. Now whoever it is, they're going to fire at him straight away. It is the SU5. And he has got one of the lesser guns. One of the stock guns. And he does get a hit. And he shotguns him. So there's only one left. The Gorilla now. And the Gorilla spotted. And he derps. And he misses. Now, is Tanker 1200 going to go after him? I think so. He's got a better reload than the Gorilla. He's aiming manually and a kill shot. And that wins the battle and gets him a Kolobanov and a Radley Waters. That was his 9th kill of the game. And sadly, as I say, when this was uploaded, what happened was that the information on the awards was lost. Because it only came back with this team score. It didn't come back with the full data. So unfortunately, we've tried uploading to other sites so we could get the data on his winnings. But Tanker 1200, I can assure you, did get a Kolobanov. He did get a Radley Waters. I'm pretty sure he did get a high caliber as well into the bargain. But unfortunately, we're not able to show those results. but I do know that he did rather well, and I'm very pleased to actually do this replay for him, so he can then rewatch this battle again and again, because he did a fantastic job, considering he barely moved away from his spawn point for most of the battle, and still managed to get a remarkable number of kills. In fact, he got 7 kills whilst he was sitting in that one little spot during the battle, and it was only the Gorilla and the SU5 that he actually had to move to go and find, but he did a marvellous job. So well done, Tanker 1200, and please enjoy this replay. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be processing in our next video.